if he can muzzle our voices, if he can muzzle our voices, and our voice is not just in a speaking, our voice is literary as well. It is audible as well, where people can read your story, people can listen to your story as well. Yes. I am hosting a book writing course showing individuals how to write their books, and I've written 9. I'm gifting you a position in there so that you can get that book out about narcissism, all right? Let me share this with you right here. All of us have a story. One of the reasons why I was paralyzed in dealing with low self-esteem because of where I come from. All right? Me being someone who was removed out of my mom's home at the age around 8, 9, 10. Around that time, that's when I was molested, raped, whatever you want to call it. And then we got pulled out of my mom's home, so I'm in a children's home for about 4 years, so you're dealing with that identity situation. And then we go back with my mom. I'm just giving you the drive-by version of this story. And then we go back with my mom, and then all of a sudden, I'm doing good in school. I'm a top of the class honor student, and then I get pregnant in high school. But who said that they was determined not to quit? That was you? Okay, here I am. I threw up the whole 9 months. They had to feed me with a tube just so my baby could survive, because I couldn't hold anything down. But I was determined, because I saw other girls getting pregnant but dropping out of school. I was determined I would not. The Lord gave me favor with the teacher. She would allow me to come to class, put about 3, 4 chairs together, let me lay down the whole class period, and then go home and do my work, because I was determined not to drop out of school. Leave out of school, get several offers to college, choose a college to go to. I'm in college doing my thing. Then guess what happens? I was invited to a party, end up going to a party with an exotic dancer. I call myself real shy. Come on. One of the girls didn't show up, so here she go coming to me, telling me, hey, we need an extra girl to dance for the guys. Can you come and dance? I'm like, no. You know, because I used to be about this little, I was about 80 pounds wet. And people used to always call me names and stuff, so I didn't want to show my legs. I was like, no. She said, well, why don't you just drink this? If you just drink this will make you feel, you say how the devil, because he knows what's on your life. You understand? So here it is, I drink the alcohol, I get a little confidence, I end up going out there dancing. Here I am, honor student, college. One association shift my whole world at the age of 19. Then I end up becoming an exotic dancer. Thus I started dating drug dealers. Thus I started flying in kilos of cocaine and driving in pounds of weed.
My God.
Can I just be real with you? See, a lot of times people look at me and think I'm a tongue talking. God just birthed me like this. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that I was walking through the airport with pounds, kilos of cocaine.
Come on.
In the bag. I remember when the drug dog was walking past me, I was on this side walking. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't even know to pray. And just praying, just saying, I hope they don't catch me. Hope they don't catch me. And they did catch me in the airport, but they caught me in the car. Pulled me over with 100 pounds of weed. Isn't it amazing? Even when we're making dumb decisions, God's hand is on our life and we don't realize it until we out of it. I'm just saying, here I am. I get stopped with 100 pounds of weed. They lock me up. I'm in a holding cell, right? Y'all probably ain't never been locked up before. Okay, but I'm in a holding cell. Here's the thing. They can't send us over to the prison, watch this, because it's overcrowded. So they have to let me go. When they let me go, I'm too afraid to get in the car, so I catch a plane and fly back home. I get home, I hire an attorney, pay him $5,000 in Louisiana, and I'm waiting on him to contact me. That was in 1999. What year are we in? What year are we in?
2023.
He haven't contacted me yet. I'm just saying, when God's hand is on your life, you understand? Here I am. I'm dating this drug dealer. I'm just talking about when God's hand is on your life. I'm dating this drug dealer, and I'm supposed to travel to Chicago so that we can drive back. He used to give me $2,000 a week as an allowance at the age of 23. It sounds real good until your life is on the line. And then This particular day, I was supposed to fly up there, but when I called him, he said, no, you don't have to fly up there. Let's get the room ready for us. Because what would happen is they would drive down kilos and all this every week, and then I would get the room ready for them, and then we sit there and count hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, this particular time, I was supposed to drive up and ride back with him. Well, I did not know he had started dating a girl. That's why he didn't want me to fly up. His nail tech, I remember when he met her, because he said, baby, I got this new nail tech. I didn't know he was telling me about his girlfriend. So he didn't want me to ride up. Guess what? Because his trip deviated. Instead of him going from Chicago to Birmingham, Alabama, he was going to make one stop in Wisconsin, but his new girlfriend was going to ride with him to Wisconsin, and then he was going to come back to Birmingham to see me. You want to know what happened?
Come on.
He didn't show up. So I called him on the phone. I'm just like, how? First of all, I had attitude because he changed the whole trip. Then I called him on the phone. Then this white brother answered the phone. I hang up. I said, man, that must be the feds. I called my girlfriend. I said, I think they got him. They must have him. Not realizing that his cousin set him up. He went up to Wisconsin. I'm supposed to have been with him. He got killed. His homeboy who was with him got killed. And his new girlfriend got killed as well. Tell me what happened when the hand of God is on you. When I didn't know who I was in God, making all type of dumb decisions. God's hand was on my life. And I remember the day when God snatched me. I was standing on the stage at Magic City. They got one in Atlanta, don't they? Y'all don't know about me. Y'all been saved all y'all life, right? I know y'all have. But I was on the stage, half naked, with a man in front of me tipping me. And here I am. I go into a dark trance. I didn't know nothing about open visions. I didn't know. Here I am. I'm standing up, and all I see is darkness. I see nothing else. I don't see the people in there. I don't see the other girls. I don't see the customers. All I see is darkness, and I see myself falling. A dark abyss. That went on for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight this went on. And guess what? My child's father had invited me to church. And so I went to church. I was sitting in church, and the word captivated me. But because I was so used to generating revenue, I didn't know how to take care of my son outside of, I'm like, I can't work no $9-hour job, so this is all I know. So I go to church for 2 years. I would go to church, leave the church, go to the club and dance, go back to the church for 2 years straight. Because I didn't know how to leave one. I didn't know, I just didn't know how. Let me tell you what the Lord did. The pastor was a prophet. He came to me one day after church and he said, what type of work do you do? And I didn't know I wasn't going to tell him. I said, Pastor, I'd rather not say. He said, the Spirit of God already told me what type of work you do. He said, I want you to pray and ask the Lord to help you to lead that lifestyle. He walked off and it was done. Can I tell you, he never rushed me. Can I tell you, he never came on to me. Can I tell you, I never heard nobody talking about me bad at the church. Can I tell you, that man of God allowed God to work on my life for almost 2 years? Because I knew he knew that if I make her feel bad, not only is she going to leave the church, but she's going to stay longer in that life. So I'm going to pray behind the scene and just watch God work on her life. Because I came to church every week. And as I was standing on the stage, going through this darkness for 2 weeks, two weeks, I remember I had gone to church. This was a Wednesday. I can never forget it. Anybody ever heard of Classic in Birmingham, Alabama? It is the most sought after event where we got hundreds of thousands of people coming to the city. Dancers make the most money during that week. Here it is, a Wednesday. The Classic is that coming Saturday. It's a Wednesday, October the 24th. And I'm sitting at 2001. And I go to the club that day. I get off, go to Bible study, leave Bible study, go back to the club. I'm sitting in the car. And I can't get out. And I'm sitting there, and I called my then boyfriend, who later became my husband, and then he passed away. But I'm sitting there, and I called him on the phone, and I said, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do this anymore. He said, baby, you ain't got to do it no more. I didn't know how I was going to pay a bill. I didn't know how I was going to take care of my son. And I had some money in the bank. I was real good at saving money. But I didn't know what other revenue was going to come. But I had no idea he was going to propose to me. Because he said, I never want to ask you to marry me as a dancer. But I wasn't going to ask you to stop dancing because I know you would have went back to it. So he ended up proposing to me, but I was serious. I was serious about that thing. Number one, I ain't having sex with you no more. Don't ask me. No, so you can't spend the night at my house no more. You got to go to your house. And I was serious. You understand? I was serious. I'm not talking about this dumbed down Christianity.
Come on.
I was serious about that thing. And then after I got over into the things of God. Watch this right here. I'm going somewhere before I close. I got over into the things of God, not dancing anymore. But boy, I tell you, the enemy was beating my head up, making me feel you unworthy. You can't nobody use you. You remember what you used to do? God can't use you. Here I am, born again believer, in the church, afraid to even lift my hands up because I felt unworthy. Even when God called me to minister, I felt dirty. Like, man, you know what you used to do. God can't use you. So I would just silence, muzzle my mouth. Like, as long as I'm in the house, praise the Lord. Pray. I'm going to lift my hand about this high. Praise the Lord, but I'm going to sit in the back so won't nobody see me. Because I felt so small and so unworthy. And then the Lord said, I want you to share your story. And when I started sharing my story, watch this. I thought it was just about bringing healing to other people. But it was about me healing myself. Because every time I told my story, it gave me another level of boldness not to be judged by other people. See, it didn't matter. Somebody said, ooh, girl, you know what she used to do. Ooh, girl, it didn't matter. Because I was free. You understand? My first book I ever wrote was in 2013 called The Strength of a Woman. Reintroducing women to their purpose and their power because we end up losing who we are trying to be all things to all people. Right. So I don't know what your story is today. I don't know what your story is today, but somebody need to read it. And if you don't have a book, see, here's the thing. A lot of times people have a book. And all they want to do is have a book signing. And all they want to do is how many copies can I sell? And Lord, I made this much money, Lord. Oh, girl, you know I just sold 1,000 copies, girl. You ain't talking about who life you done impacted, how your book can transform somebody's life. None of that. Because at the end of the day, watch this. When you walk in purpose, the money will chase you down. You understand? See, God don't want us to be wealthy just so we can say, ooh, look at me. Look at my new Bentley I got. God wants you to have a Bentley. Now, don't make no mistake about it. He wants us to eat the best, drive the best, wear the best, do the best, travel the best. Yes, see, because we kings. And we should. And you should not feel guilty because you prospering. You should not. You should not. But your mindset and your motive is to impact his people. That's it. It's about adding value. Watch this right here. I didn't even want to show people how to write a book. Can I be real? Somebody said be real. I'm like, God, you know I'm teaching people how to get this money and represent kingdom. I'm just talking. Can I tell y'all? I'm talking to God. I'm like, God, now you're going to show me? Because one of the things he has gifted me with is to show people how to find money. Like you. How gifted you are. If you don't have at least 7 streams coming to you from your one product, you need to talk to me. This girl is gifted. I didn't say this girl, I said this girl. This girl gifted. Let me tell you something. You can make, let me deviate for 1 second. You can make more money teaching people how to do what you do versus doing it. If you don't have a course, an online course showing somebody how to make their own products, and you may have it, I don't know. Whatever you started, you empower people, but you got to position yourself to teach people how to do what you do, because there's always going to be somebody that want to know how you do this. You talked about starting a boutique. If I was in here with a boutique, I will have an online course that I would offer to you so you can learn how to start your own boutique. I will also have a mastermind class that you can join that I can actually coach you on a monthly basis to show you how to do that. All you have to do, your only 2 requirements is you got to commit to showing up and making the investment. And number 3 is implementing what I teach you. But the reason why we leave money on the table, because we won't put that out there. You too.
Come on with it.
See, woman of God.
Can I be real?
You can be
Yes,
real.
sir.
Apostle, you too. You walk heavy in the spirit. You walk real heavy in the spirit. I'm talking about real heavy. We all have stories. Watch this. It's not just about I started this. How many people can you impact with what God has impregnated you with?